Hey y'all, I hope y'all are doing okay today. Let's talk, okay? I am shooting my video from the parking garage of a hotel, okay? From a hotel. I'm gonna zoom around and show y'all, but hey, you gotta be quiet because I don't supposed to be here. So, okay, I'm gonna zoom around, and when I zoom around, y'all gotta be quiet, okay? I've showed y'all my whole setup. Now let's talk. I've had several people ask me about where I live, why I do it, how do I do it. And I haven't had many people talk about me that I know of, but I'm pretty sure people talk about you. Anybody who go from a regular living life to living in their car, they talk about you. You know, whatever they say is whatever, but it don't bother me. I'm 45 years old and I have come to not give a care what nobody thinks of me, because guess what? Nobody helps me. I don't reach out to anybody for anything. I would rather struggle on my own than to have anybody hold anything over my head. The one person that helps me is my daddy. My daddy is always giving me something, always bringing me something. I don't ask for it, but that's something that he's always done my whole life. So I also have one guy friend that will buy me anything I want. He's my friend. He lives out of town. He has jumped on a plane to get here in 3 hours just to see about my well-being. I guess I should say I got two people that constantly do stuff for me and check on me. Now, let's get into the video. I've had people say, why? So I've already gotten new subscribers. I'm constantly getting new subscribers here and there. My channel is still small. I'm trying to grow it, but I'm not trying to grow it, if that makes sense. And so I had to turn off some of the lights because I was getting hot, and because my lights shine down on me, and it was making me hot. So right now, I cut my fans off, and now I got the car running off the AC. I was in a situation where I didn't have to move out of my apartment, but I had to move out of my apartment. I had lived by myself since 2019 when I was going through my divorce. So I kept my apartment all that time by myself. No kids, no boyfriend, no nothing, no help, no roommate. I did it on my own, off of the income that I had at my job. I was making really good money at my job. I chose to quit my job because of mental health reasons. My mom had passed, my dad needed my help. If you want to learn that part of my story, you would have to go back and look at the videos. I just said, you know what? Last year, in February, I said, I'm not clocking in for another job. I can't do it. My lease was coming up to be ended on March 30th of last year. I said, I'm not renewing. I'm gonna move in my car. I can do it. I have faith in myself. That's the reason why my channel is called Courage at 44, because I was 44 years old at that time. I'm 45 now. I got tired of paying all the overhead that it takes to run a household. I would never have no money left out of my check because I'm having to pay this, that, Peter, Paul. I was robbing from everybody to pay a bill. And I'm not ashamed of anything I have had to do, because any person who know when you have to do something to keep your household afloat, you're gonna do what you gotta do. So I was making payment arrangements on a few of my bills. If I could pay it late and get away with it, I would do it. So I said, I'm moving into my car. I'm getting rid of all of those bills. I'm gonna go move everything into storage. And that's what I did. It got to where my storage unit pissed me off. They kept going up on the rent, and you can go back and look at those videos. Started selling stuff. All of my household stuff, washer and dryer, bedroom suit, furniture, dishes, anything that you can have in an apartment. I started selling it or giving it away because I was not about to pay $100 and something for a storage unit any longer. I started selling clothes, all my winter clothes. You think about it, I had it, I sold it. Now, if you look at my videos now, I pretty much wear the same things in my video. Thank God I haven't had nobody to talk about me with wearing the same thing over and over. When I tell y'all, I'm so thankful that I haven't had not one person talk about me as far as what I wear or how I look. Because the truth of the matter is, the clothes that I got in my car is all I got. It's all I got. And I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. I do not. But I get emotional because of the kindness that people have shown towards me with being on YouTube and putting your life on YouTube. It is not easy to be a YouTube person. I don't think I got it all. I don't think I'm big. I don't think I'm better than the program because I know I'm not. I say it all the time. I don't know what the hell I'm doing on YouTube. But I know what my calling is. I felt like my calling was to get on here and to do one thing, and that's to tell the truth. Because I feel like it's so many people, they lying. They lying. They making it look like it's glitzy and glamorous and got diamonds and glitter. It's not like that. A person who really in the struggle with living in their car, it ain't pretty. And I'm out here showing it. I just try to put a smile on my face, and when I push the play on this video camera, I'm gonna tell people the truth. When you see me with these tank tops on, these spaghetti strap tank tops, I got about 2 black ones. I got 1 navy blue one. I got this little gray one that I got on right now, and I got a white one. Pretty much I wear these because it's summertime and it's hot. And you probably would never see me in a t-shirt because I hate t-shirts. I never have liked t-shirts. If you know me, think about it. You never saw me in a t-shirt unless I was going to work, because when I worked at T-Mobile, they gave us all kind of shirts, okay? But I'm not a t-shirt girl. If I could walk around and get away with being naked, I would be naked because I hate clothes. As soon as I would get home to my apartment, I was coming up out the bra, the panties, the pants, the shirt. Pay attention to my videos. You probably don't pay attention to it now because I'm going to talk about it. If you look at my videos, when I wear my tank tops, I don't wear a bra no more. A bra makes me feel confined and it puts more heat on me. My breasts are not big, so I can get away with not wearing it. I'm just telling you the truth. I hate a bra. If I'm going somewhere and I want to look decent, I will put on a bra. Okay, I have 2 bras in the car with me, and I got about 12 panties. I got socks. I got about 7 pair of socks. I don't have any colored socks. All my socks are black. Okay, things simple and what works for me. I'm trying to live for Cherie and what makes me happy. Okay, I wear a lot of stretch pants. I got 1 pair of jeans in the car with me. I probably got about 15 pair of pants and probably about 20 or 15 shirts. That shit is recycled for every season. Listen, I'm just telling you, if you look at my videos, when it was wintertime, I would put on a big hoodie over my shirt because it's cold. But I dress year round for the clothes that I got in my car. I have not went to Walmart or online and bought any new pair of clothes because my goal was to live as minimum as possible out here in this car. I went on a date for my birthday. I wore the clothes that I had in my car. I maybe put on some earrings and did my hair and put some makeup, but the person who I went on a date with, he already know how I roll. So I didn't have to play pretty girl in front of him. I'm just playing. I don't look like a bum. I look decent. My clothes are clean. I smell good. Now that I can promise you. If people walk past me or I walk past them, the air that goes past them smells good because they say, what do you have on? What do you have on? You know, so I'm going to always smell good. I got any kind of cleaning product that I need to clean my body, and I don't have a whole bunch of stuff. I got the bare minimum to clean my body. I have a gym membership that I pay for. I really don't use it to work out. I really don't use it to work out, but I go there to wash my ass and to wash my hair, and when I feel like I want to be pampered, I will go and spend an hour and 20 minutes in the shower. So I get my pampering. I don't go get my nails done on my feet. I don't do that. I don't go to the hair salon. I take care of my own hair myself. I am a licensed hairstylist, if you didn't know. So I know how to care for a head of hair on somebody's head. I'm not into all the weaves and braids and all of that, but I'm into hair care, scalp care. So that's my background. What else did I want to tell y'all? I have my email on all of my videos. You may notice I don't get that many comments on my videos, and I didn't set it up that way. It started from when I had my cooking channel, and I took my cooking channel and turned it in my car, living video. So when I was cooking, people started emailing me. What they wanted to say. So the reason how my email started being on my video description, my mom gave me that idea. She said, you need to put your email on there because what if they like me? I don't want to leave a footprint or leave a comment. I don't want people to know that I got a YouTube account or want to know. I don't want people to know what I'm saying to you. And she said, so if I'm like that, there got to be other people who like that. So when she told me that years ago, it made sense. And when I tell you, she was right, because so many people, they will not leave a comment. They will send it to me in an email because they know that's private and it's only between me and them, and they appreciate it, and I appreciate them communicating with me. No, my channel is small, but it's growing little by little, and all I'm doing is just being me. I put out the information that I want to put out. My goal is every video that I put out, I want to give the public some information that they may not know. Even when I'm doing my food videos, some of y'all may think I'm just out here eating and, you know, all my videos got eaten. Well, if you look at them, it's information in that video. It may be a special. It may be this drink is on sale, this ice cream is on sale. And my job is to get that out to the public because not everybody know. And I've had so many people tell, thank you for telling me this. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for showing that video. I did a Dairy Queen $7 meal deal. And several people emailed me. I didn't even know Dairy Queen did that. I said, yeah. You know, you get a drink, you get an ice cream sundae, you get a hamburger or some chicken tenders, you get some fries for $7. Where can you go eat for under $10 nowadays? You know what I'm saying? So every video that I do is for a purpose. I live in the South, and this week they have already said it's going to be some of the hottest temperatures of the summer. Today is Thursday, July 2nd, and right now outside is 98 degrees. And they said it's going to get up, it's going to feel like it's 107. So normally I sleep at a Walmart. Well, when I sleep at the Walmart, the sun is beaming down on my car, and it was always kind of hot, even with my fans going. It was always, the temperature in my car says 82 degrees. My goal was to get somewhere and park away from the heat. So with me being up under the carport thing, that blocks me from the heat. You know, because most times I would go to the Starbucks and do some editing and go to the library, but that's downtown. I don't want to go downtown because our downtown gets crazy as hell. So over a year, God has kept me, and my mental health is way better than it was. I still have my days, you know, but it ain't that bad. Somebody asked me, how do I make money? How do I make money? Let's talk about it. The only income that I have coming in is from when I do deliveries. That is the only income that I have coming in. So if I don't do deliveries, I don't eat. If I don't do deliveries, I can't pay for the maintenance that I have on my car. I can't pay for the gym membership that I have. So I have to. I've had people say, are you homeless? I've done a video on this before too. I don't consider myself homeless. The reason why? Because this is my home. I'm not out here on the streets pushing a buggy like most people. When you're living in a house or an apartment, you got 4 walls, a roof, a bottom, and walls on the left and right. What do you think a car is? I have the windshield in the front, the windows on the side. You see that window back there? That's my hatchback window. So I'm not out here in the elements. I'm inside of my home on wheels. So that's how I've had people ask me about my teeth. I've talked about that many times. I'm not embarrassed by it. Yes, I have a top partial plate in my mouth. They pop out. I got them from Amazon, and it changed my life when I got them a couple of years ago because I have several teeth missing. So I put them in sometimes when I'm doing a video. Sometimes if I don't feel like popping these bad boys in, I don't pop them in. You know, it just depends on how I feel. And like right now, if I wanted to pop them out, I would pop them out. You know, just like this. See? They pop out. And they pop right back in. So I'm just an old regular girl who have flaws and imperfections, but I love every imperfection that I got because this is how God made me. And whether you know it or not, you fucked up too. Just like I'm fucked up. The only thing is I don't hide it. I put it out on YouTube so everybody can see. I'm living in my truth, and I hope more people live in their truth, because when you live in your truth, you ain't got to worry about, damn, what lie did I tell? I don't have to do that because I'm putting it all out there. I don't mind. I'm a plus size girl. I call it fat, chunky, curvy, whatever you want to call it. I own my weight, but I don't go crazy about it. I love my weight. I think I look good. And you know, listen y'all, I do good to lose 2 or 3 pounds here and there. I do good, okay? I'm just telling you. I come from a family of healthy women, plus size pretty women. My mom was a plus size pretty woman. I'm going to post a picture of her somewhere in this video. My mama was a pretty woman. Her sisters, my aunts, was pretty. My grandmother, pretty. I don't hide that. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not lacking on the men that try to holler at me. Okay? I'm not lacking in that because I'm not bragging. I am not bragging. I have men try to holler at me all the time. I am a delivery driver. I'm out here in these streets day and night, midnight, early morning. People see me all the time. A lot of people have seen my videos on YouTube. A lot of men come in my inbox. That's how I met one of the guys that like me right now. His name is Rue. That's how I met him, through YouTube, even though he knew my mom because they worked for the same company. He worked at a different branch out of town, and my mama worked here in Tennessee branch. So I'm just telling y'all, women, my plus size women, don't ever be down on yourself because you're a heavy girl. You got to turn it around and change the way you think. If you don't have confidence in yourself, that man is not going to respect you. You got to love yourself first before you can get with a man. Because if that man see that you're not confident, he gonna be like, well, damn, how she can take care of me? if she don't love herself. You can't show love if you don't know love. Y'all like that right there? You can't show love if you don't know love. Meaning if yourself don't know that you love it, how can you give that to somebody else? So we got to change the way we think. I never had a problem with being insecure. I have things that I'm insecure about. Like I was insecure about my teeth when they first started falling out. I'm like, oh God, what the hell am I gonna do with all these damn spots missing in my teeth? But then my mama was like, she said, look girl, you're still pretty. She said, girl, get a blanket and put over your mouth or a mask. And then when COVID came, oh my God, when COVID came, y'all, I was wearing a mask everywhere. I still wear my mask today, but my mama told me, she said, because I was working from home when COVID first came and everybody started hearing about it in 2019, they sent us home to work from home, like remote. And while I was at home working, I think I worked from home for 2 years. And a tooth would start falling out here and there, and I would go to the dentist and get it yanked out, you know, because it would chip off. And it wasn't until my front tooth fell out. One of my big teeth is gone. I think it's over here. I called my mama crying. I said, Mama, what am I gonna do? Because they talking about bringing us back into the call center. She said, girl, just keep your mask on. And I said, well, hold on, she got a point. I said, I'm gonna be the only one walking around the call center. She said, girl, it'll be okay. My mama was always so positive. She said, it'll be okay. The Lord know your heart, and you know, little stuff like that. But on the inside, I'm like, man, this woman crazy as hell. Think I'm gonna be walking around with a mask. When I went back into the call center, it was other people walking around with a mask on. And then as I started talking to people, it wasn't always to, you know, protect themselves from COVID. It was to hide teeth because they had lost teeth while we was working from home. So my mama was right. I wanted to do a recap video on my life. I plan on living in a vehicle for as long as I can. My goal is to get a motorhome or a RV, something like apartments are a ripoff. I think houses are a ripoff. And I've heard many people, you're going to want to have something of your own. This is mine. What are you talking about? Like, people just be saying stuff. I don't have no kids. I'm not married no more. Who am I gonna leave some to? Hell, if you really think about it, we all ain't gonna have shit. We ain't gonna have shit when we die because we paying it all out to the economy now. You know how many people is house is foreclosed or they barely can afford it? If you didn't buy your house in the 90s and the 80s and early 2000s, I'm not hating on nobody, but I know so many people whose house have went into foreclosure, who can't afford to pay their bills. They are getting evicted. You think I'm the only single woman living out here in my car? There's some families out here right now. This when you live in your car and you sit and be nosy and parking lot pimp like I do, I see so much. It's families that live in their car because they couldn't afford the lifestyle. They lost their job. Companies are cutting back. Keep thinking that life ain't gonna hit you. Life will hit you at any moment, baby. Keep living. My grandmama used to say that all the time, keep living. You keep thinking that it's roses every day for you now, that's for right now. I hope life don't really hit nobody, but it's bound to happen to us all, some kind of way, you know? The problem is most people don't know how to pivot. See, I knew how to pivot. I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. My parents didn't spoil me on buying me Jordans and all the high-end clothes and all of that. They bought our bare minimum. My mom and dad would buy us Pro Wings, them cheap-ass tennis shoes. They didn't buy us Nikes. I didn't know what the hell a Nike was till I got in middle school. My mom and daddy would buy, it was a shoe called Avia. You get them at Kmart for like $9.97. So yeah, I didn't grow up with a silver spoon. My first name brand pair of shoes I didn't get until I was a teenager and I started working at Wendy's. That's when I bought my first pair of name brand shoes. So today, I'm not a sneakerhead. I'm not a sneakerhead at all. I appreciate everybody who is a subscriber, everybody who is not, but still watch my videos. I look at the numbers all the time and I smile because y'all don't have to show me love. It's so many YouTube people out there that you could be watching. I've had people say, I love your videos. When I turn on my YouTube, I come to Courage at 44. And oh my God, y'all, it make my heart flutter, you know, because I'm happy. So I hope to keep pushing forward and putting out good videos. God keep providing me good health and the ability to keep doing what I do. And I send blessings to y'all's family and for y'all's safety and to flourish, you know, in whatever way you see fit. Y'all have a good day. Love y'all.